How's it going on? Adam here, continuing my NHL 14 BAGM commentary as GM of the Montreal Canadiens. Made it to the trade deadline right at 500. So we've won 31 games, we've lost 31. 7 of those losses came in overtime, but all in all, this team is not gelling, which makes no sense. Last year we won the Stanley Cup with a mediocre team. This year, all our young players have grown. We added a 92 overall defenseman in the offseason, and just doesn't make sense at all. I've put a lot into this team. We traded for Mark Stahl, and we haven't been playing better since we got him. At least I can say that. We've been a better team with Mark Stahl. I got Tarasenko, and he's getting first line time as a sniper. He's not a first line player, but we're giving him that time. So, and, one day maybe him and Galchenyuk can be a good 1-2 punch on the first line. Pacioretty can't complain. Vanek can complain a little considering Berglund's getting more points in. Berglund's 85 overall. Vanek's 87, so he should be doing better. But honestly, it's not about the stats for me. For me, I don't care about stats so much. I care about winning, obviously, with this team, which we just have not been doing lately. Now, just to show you, right now, Braden Vaughn, Mark Stahl, both of them, over plus 20. So I like that. Just to look, we need a young sniper for that first line. Tarasenko he's a good guy, but he's not going to make us do a playoff push. I'm going to look, see if there is anyone out there. We're going to do coaches' recommendations for the trading block going into this draft. I'm taking out depth defenseman. We don't need one. See if we can't get a forward on the first line who has the 5-star shot. We need someone to put pucks past the other team. That seems to be where we're falling down. Defensively, we've been hit and miss everywhere. Every now and then we couldn't score goals. Then we couldn't keep goals out of our net. So we've been all over the place. The only thing is I want to put the max age on this guy at 30. Not going to trade it for anyone older than 30. So I'm going to search this list, see who we have here. I want to look at right wing first and then go from there. So the only players that have that 5-star shot that are right wings are the players I was going for originally. So, Jacob Voracek's obviously who I wanted. Bobby Ryan I wanted. Didn't even try for Kessel because of his contract. And you know what? Corey Perry's he's got too big of a contract too. So left wings, let's look at them. Only Ovechkin, Taylor Hall, Rick Nash, and James Neal. Ooh, James Neal though. I want to look at James Neal for a second. So he's got the 5-star shot. Okay. So, good shot. Rick Nash about the same. Both of them power forwards. Taylor Hall, he is, he's a little bit worse, I think, than Nash or Neal. And then, of course, Ovechkin, Ovechkin's Ovechkin. All he does is score goals and allow pucks into his own net. That's Ovechkin's game. And I don't see anyone here who would be worth getting. None of these centers. All of them are 88 or higher. And I don't want to give up a lot of draft picks. So, I don't want to have to enter the trade deadline if I don't have to. We're right there at the cusp of it, so let's just go into trade negotiations, see who's available, and go from there. So, we have Robida and Beauchemin, Brian Allen, and Matt Bolesky. Matt Bolesky, I like. Matt Bolesky, I believe, so 84, 86, 85 defense. He's physical. He's a grinder. You know what? He's a step up from Travis Moen. I want this guy. Let's go look to see if they want Travis Moen, because that'd be an easier trade, obviously. I doubt they're going to want him. No, they're not going to want Moen. But maybe we can give up some of these guys we don't need. So Hudon, I don't think I need. I don't need Hudon. But, of course, that's not going to work. We're going to have to throw someone else in. We'll throw in this Erkamps guy. Doubt that'll go through, but it's worth a shot. And it goes through. Wow. So we get Bolesky. That's a good, easy, quick pickup, and we're not going to miss either one of those guys. So good trade for us. I don't want any of their defensemen who are just too old for our team, although they could help if we were making a deep playoff push. I don't want to force the playoff push. I know our owners want us to make it to the conference finals this year after winning the cup last year, but I don't think it's worth giving up our team's future just to make the owners happy. We turned GM firing off, so we don't got to worry about getting fired. I can live with the owners being a little mad at me. Let's see. Nope, none of them interest me in the slightest. Andrew Ferentz kind of interests me. Like, I don't know if he'd retire. Let's see his potential. Nah, he's going to start going down. One bad season, he's going down, he's not going back up. Michael Rupp, nope, not interested. So let's look here. Nashville's got some players they're trying to get rid of, so we're not bringing Brian Giunta back. Don't really want Willie Mitchell because he's old. Matt Collins, Shane Doan, both old. Mike Fisher, old, and honestly, I don't see how he'd be better than Lars Eller, so I'm not feeling anyone on this team. Not at all. Actually, wait a minute, Carcillo. Carcillo is usually pretty good. But no, I just traded for Bolesky. We don't need him. I'm not going to get too greedy, not just make trades just to make trades. No, both of them are too old. Wisniewski, nope, I don't want to absorb that contract. Ottawa and Philly, we'll both be probably visiting soon, trying to get the Voracek or the Voracek or Bobby Ryan deals done. Derek Morris I looked at for a bit, but I think he had years. Yeah, he's got 4 years left. He would have been the perfect player to replace Douglas Murray, but I'm not willing to take that chance that he retires and we're stuck with that salary. Carter Ashton I always like, but no, I'm not going to make that trade. Booth, too big of a contract. Just too big. Yannick Weber, not interested in. Seems like every year at the trade deadline, Olli Jokinen's on the trading block. He's just not a consistent player. Tallender, no, I'm not interested in Tallender. Let me just take one more look at these defensemen. Okay, so 1 year left for Boschman. How much older is... Go over to defenseman, see how much older Douglas Murray is. If he's the same age and I can get Boschman relatively easy, I'll do that trade. So Murray is the same age. He's 79, 2 stars. He's going down. You know what, Boschman could be the way to go. I'm not going to give up a lot for him. Like, Tenorti would be the move that they want by the looks of it. And actually, wait a minute. Tenorti's ready. I don't even know why I try to make a trade when Tenorti looks like he's ready. Let's look at his defensive category. So 84, 88, 88. He's got a 91 body check, 88 for strength, so he can move people off the puck. Boschman is 86, 85, 85, only 84 body checking, 87 strength. So you know what? I'm going to trade away Douglas Murray at the trade deadline and, get a pick for him maybe. Doubt there's a prospect that's good enough that they want to give up for him. Troy Bodie, he's 73 overall. I think he's like an enforcer. No, he's a grinder, so no. Well, he's got some defensive and physical upside to him, but that's about it. So let's see if the Winnipeg Jets don't want to give up many draft picks. Let's see if there's a better fit for us. If we can get a third-round draft pick for Murray, that's a steal for us. I'm not gonna play around and try to get a second. Just because we're not in the trade deadline, I'm gonna try for both third-round picks. Too far off, of course. Let's just drop that down to a 7th, and we get them. So Douglas Murray goes to the Washington Capitals. We get another third-round pick. Or wait a minute, did I just get a 7th? No, okay, I did get the third round because I had traded away my third round. That's right. Okay, so I was gonna say, did I just trade away for just a 7th? But whatever, Jared Tenorti, he's going to come up. Who else can I trade away? Travis Moen I'm going to keep for now. We got him for 2 years. I'll keep Moen for now. But Bolesky's going to take his role. So our stacked left wing just got even more stacked. And maybe I'll try to swap Moen for Weiss or something. I'm not sure how I'm going to play that. Let's focus on our right wing situation now. Gallagher, we're going to have to re-sign at the end of this year. He's going to want a better deal, but I would like to keep him on the second line. I like how Gallagher plays. You know what? He's a good second line right winger. 18 goals, 32 points, +7. And I like our team having a defensive edge. If they can't score on us, they can't beat us. Then we just need a couple people to step up to score a goal in every game. Tarasenko, only 84. I think I traded away like a first round and, maybe first round and someone. I can't remember who exactly I traded away to get him. But I'm not willing to... We couldn't get the Bobby Ryan deal done earlier or the Jacob Voracek, so I don't see why it would happen now, but you know what, it's worth looking into anyway. So right here, Jacob Voracek. You know what, they're not too far off in value. They really are not. So let's see if they take Tarasenko, because at least they want Tarasenko. Earlier we were offering them players that they didn't want, so they want Tarasenko. I think I was offering up Louis LeBlanc. Well, maybe Louis LeBlanc was the guy in the deal for Tarasenko. That could have been it. I just can't remember. So I'm thinking, you know what? We signed him in the offseason, but we got enough defensive prospects. If you look way down here, we got Honka, who would be ready for next year. Dietz is playing. We got young defensemen. So I'm thinking Conan, even though we just signed him. Throw Conan into the mix. Throw Hicketts into the mix. Let's see. Anyone else they want? Let's look at which players they want to maybe make this trade go a little bit more smooth. You know, we just traded for Bolesky, so let's just throw Moen out on the curb. Sorry. But you're out. We'll take back... we're going to need to take back some contracts, though. That's the problem. Works out. So, Moen would cover either of those guys. Hicketts would cover one of them. Conan and Tarasenko are not going to quite equal Voracek, unfortunately. We're going to have to throw in a draft pick into the mix here. And let's make that our second-round draft pick in 2017. See if that goes through. Before I do, I just want to make sure Voracek's is not bombing this season. No, Voracek's the guy we want on our team. He really is. So, Tarasenko, you had a good run in Montreal, but you're getting traded second time this year. Let's hope this goes through. Not quite. I'm willing to give up a first in that year, maybe, and see if they'll give us like a second or a third round pick back. So let's try for the second. Not quite. So let's try for the third. Just a bit low for us, so that's a good sign that we're getting close. They want that first round pick. I get a feeling we're going to be an all-star team by then. So let's just take from them, see if they have a lower third round pick. They're willing to give away this third round, so we're giving up our first round that year. Let's take a second round this year, maybe. Nope, they're not willing to. So let's try the third round for that year. Just a bit low. Oh, come on. There's got to be something we can do here. You know what? Let's take Hicketts out of the equation. Maybe not. I don't know. Who else do they want? Let's see who could replace Hicketts in this trade, who has a slightly more trade value. Ryan White, and they want Ryan White. They want Ryan White. He can do that. I don't think we need him. We got Weiss still. We got Bolesky. We got at center, what's his name? Berneval, who's almost ready. So we're going to take back a bunch of their... we're going to take back a bunch of these AHL players that they got. Hopefully they'll take this deal. I'm hoping so. Let's do it. Nope, because they don't want Moen and Ryan White, so that's going to be an issue that we have to overcome here. So let's take Ryan White out of the deal. Take... which one's the lowest? We'll take out... so we're getting a defenseman back and a right winger. We'll take the left winger out of the deal. And let's see here if we can make anything happen. I'm thinking Voracek's the guy to lead this team in the future, so I'm willing to do this. Let's try the 4th round for this year to throw it in. Sweeten the deal. Too far off, so apparently the Hickett's had it closer. Let's just trade away the Buffalo pick that we just acquired. I'm not expecting that to amount to anything this year, so Voracek, Tarasenko. Like, it looks like we're giving up a lot here, but all we're really giving up is a 1st round pick that might be a horrible one. Tarasenko, who's not there yet, and I've never seen him get up to that level that, we need him at. Voracek, hopefully we can re-sign him cheap. We got a lot of other players cheap, so hopefully we can get him cheap as well. Let's try this. Too far off, so I'm not thinking this is going to go through. Let's just we'll take a couple 4th round picks. See if that evens everything out. 1st round, couple 4th rounds. Too far off, so we'll throw the 3rd round back in again. Too far off. What is going on with this game? I think anyone would take Tarasenko in a 1st for Voracek as it is, so I'm not sure why this is happening. This makes me mad. You know what, those draft picks aren't going to do anything, so let's just, hopefully we can just do this trade here. I'm hoping for this trade right here. Too far off. Throw in the 3rd. I don't know what I could do beyond this. They want the deal sweetened just a touch. Are you kidding me? I got nothing to sweeten this deal with, unfortunately. Unless I give up the 2nd round pick that year as well, but that's no more valuable than the 3rd round pick up here, and they don't want it. So the only thing I can think of is maybe trying that Hickett's guy again. See if he gets them any closer. So throw in, actually wait a minute. We got Hickett's. Maybe instead of Hickett's we'll try this guy. See if we can keep Hickett's. Too far off, so we're going to have to try Hickett's again. Just a touch. There's no sweetening this, just a touch. Only thing I can think of is retaining a little bit of salary. So maybe retain a little bit of the salary here, a little bit of salary here. It's the only thing I can think of. Let's try it. Nope, they're not interested in that. I got nothing else to do there. That deal was not happening. They were not having any of it, unfortunately. I'm not interested in Bobby Ryan nearly as much as I was Voracek, because Voracek still had time to grow, and he could grow up with our players. So that deal's not looking like it's going to happen. One thing I know is Danny Kristo gets really good, and he's a good sniper. So I think here, say hypothetically we don't win the cup this year. Well, we're not winning the cup, but just say hypothetically we don't make the playoffs this year. Tarasenko doesn't grow any. We got Kristo coming up behind him, and Kristo, he doesn't get good like an all-around player, but he's got like 90s as for his shot. So let's take Tarasenko out of the mix. We'll throw in Conan and Travis Moen. And we'll throw in like a 2nd round pick maybe. Or no, let's leave Hickett's in here. So we're going to get rid of a little bit of our quantity, because we have a lot of quantity for prospects. And let's get a little bit more quality. Now the only thing we should have to do is take on another one of their players. We'll take on... Oh, we can't take that guy. We'll take on... What's his name? Sure, we'll take on Hughes maybe. Yeah, we'll take on... Is he getting any good? Yeah, we'll take on this guy, Hughes. So he can be an AHL player for life. We'll try it. That deal went through. That's great. We saved a little bit of cap space by trading away Moen. Bolesky's now firmly that guy on the 4th line. Alright. Well, those are the moves I was going to make now. I was going to try the right wing move. I wanted to... well, we're going to use Tenorti now as our defenseman on that last defensive pairing. So go to edit lines. We'll put Bolesky on here. Actually, no, let's just best lines at this point. Best lines, I'm happy with these lines. Only thing I'm going to do is go back to what we had, so swap Subban for Stahl. That was working for us. Tenorti and Bulio, two young guys. Let's look at their poise. So 75 poise and 75 poise. That's going to be an issue. These two don't have high poise, which kind of really affects your game. Poise does make a difference. So that's an issue, hopefully, that we don't have to come across, but we might. We might have to come across that. So I'm happy with our team right now. We got the team to go into the future with. Didn't give up too many assets. We gave up some of our weaker assets to get a better one in Danny Cristo. And, alright, well, we'll leave it there. Quickly enter the trade deadline, see if there's anyone there. If not, I'm just going to exit out of the trade deadline. Orlov. Let's look. Yes, we definitely want Dmitry Orlov. Can't believe they dropped him to waivers. Okay, well, he'll replace Tenorti in the AHL as well, so. Well, everything's worked out for us, finally. So, into trade negotiations. Let's make a deal. Calgary is calling. They're offering up Glenn Cross for thrower. This guy in a third in 2016. Let's look at Glenn Cross. Nah, you know what? He's got an alright shot, but we don't need him. He's a two-way forward, 84 overall, but guess what? So is Jamie McGinn. So we don't need him. He'll serve no purpose. Let's propose a trade. Let's look to see if anyone else has been added to their team's blocks. Alright. Sorry about that. Someone's just start humming while I'm flipping through these. I don't see anyone. Actually, let's look at see who Detroit has. Detroit always offers up their prospects. Some good, some bad. Nah, I'm not interested in any of them though. Alright, so Ferentz, no, we already said no to Campbell. Rupp, no. Fisher, nope. I'm not really liking any of these guys, unfortunately. It's always good to make a deal on the deadline, but not always going to happen. Scott Harrington. He's almost ready. Do we have anyone? Nope, no one to replace him. Or, send the other way anyway. Nope. I always look at Ashton because I know he turns out to be a decent right winger, but nope, not gonna go there. Gauthier. No, I don't know. I've never seen Gauthier, like, how he turns out. I've never really followed Gauthier, actually. Maybe I'll keep an eye on that for this GM mode. I doubt Gomez is better, but if he was better than McLennan, I'd throw him on the fourth line, but he is not. He's not at all better than McLennan. McLennan's a pure defensive player, and that's where he shines. So, Grindy, Joel Ward. You know what? How much is Joel Ward getting in for how long? So 2.8 for 1 year. Do we have anyone that we could just throw over there and throw him on the fourth line? Because even though we don't have that right winger, like a good first line right winger, we would have the depth. We really would. So, I don't see anyone actually now. Actually, we could up Rene Bourque. So Rene Bourque is making for 2 more years almost $3 million. He's 33. Let's look to see what kind of a season he's having anyway. Just to get a better idea. So he's worse defensively, worse physically. You know what? 13-point season, plus minus of 0. Joel Ward, 14 minus 5. I don't know if we can really judge these guys on their plus minus because both of them haven't been on the greatest teams, but I'm not liking what I'd have to give up just to make up that little bit of value from Bourque to Joel Ward. And Joel Ward's only 1 overall higher, so I'm not willing to make that move at all. And we're right back where we started. I don't see anyone worth our time getting. So I'm just going to exit out of the trade deadline. Our trade deadline was the day before. Let's see if any trades made here. Nope, just the fact that we claimed Orlov. There was a trade made, a third-round pick, and Tim Chapman for Puce Sutter. No idea who he is. Well, all I can say is this video, we really made a push to get Voracek. He would have been great up there with Galchenyuk. Both of them, no, I guess no. Voracek's not Russian, he's Czech. Okay, I was about to say both of them Russian roots, but nope. Alright, well, here we go. This is the last. Oh, no, okay, the other one was the last. We're now moving on. I'm only at 25 minutes for this video, so let's. You know what, I'm not going to go any further, actually. We'll just leave it there. I could go further and simulate a couple weeks, but I'd rather just do a month. So that's all I got for you guys this time. Remember to leave a comment on this video, like this video, and subscribe, and I will